Oh, there we go. Okay, guys, just going to give you a few minutes here. I think we're all set up. We're going to do a very good video today. This is going to be a good one. We're going to talk about all these dudes out there that are, well, men and women, people that have been, you know, talking up a lot of game about QFS, quantum financial systems, financial resets, all this stuff that's, are you guys watching this stuff? I'm sure. One second here. Let me just mute that. Okay, cool. So yeah, now I can chat with you guys. Okay. So how's my audio right now? I need a sound check. Let's try that. How's my audio, guys? On a scale of 1 to 10. Give me some numbers. How's my audio? X22 report news flash backup channel. Okay. All right, we're gonna get started here. How many of you guys have been keeping an eye on this dude?
American people and the fakeness of Washington, D.C. and the fake Congress and the fake pantomime of the U.S. Postal Service and their fake mailing and their fake ballots and their fake election and their...
This is Russell J. Gould, okay? Russell's been making some videos. He's got his channel. He's gaining subscribers here. He's claiming superiority over the military in this video, or, you know, control over the military. You know, so he's making some big moves. 8, 5. Okay, well, I got it up pretty high, so hopefully that's good. So what's up with this guy, Russell J. Gould? Okay, we've been analyzing this guy for a while. Of course, you know, we put some videos up, links to some of their stuff. And, you know, he was recently on Robert David Steele, you know, talking to him. So some, you know, and if I was listening to this video, he started talking about a quantum financial system. Okay, let's see if we can find it.
Giving you your commands through your muscle. The first thing they did is grabbed all the attorneys and threw them into camps. Solutions. And the right of the grievant broke those constructs in the quantum banking system, which I am the creator of.
Did you hear that?
Which I am the creator of. Okay.
So this guy in this video just now, this is why I had to get on and go live. Okay. Yeah. Anna Von writes, well, of course, there's many more. He just claimed that he created the quantum financial system, the quantum banking system, right?
I see your fakeness and how you try to set up a quantum financial system. It will never work. You will self-employ. Your greed, lust, and vanity will take over, and you will destroy yourselves just on its very face as an adjective pronoun. Quantum banking system, which is nothing. The quantum banking system, however, brings citizens, solutions for we the people. But I need to be brought to the forefront. U.S. Department.
Okay, so here we go. Now that's one of the people that I've been watching. Now, how many of you guys have checked this out? Okay, so this is interesting. If you have not caught this yet, Dan Lutz, I've kept an eye on this channel for a while. Okay, so I've been hearing about this Kim person for quite a long time. I've been hearing it from that guy, who's the guy, the Truth Show? I can't think of the name right now, William something. It'll come to me. There's people have been talking about Kim, right? So Kim comes on a couple days ago and this video pops up on the channel, and Kim, it just goes off and starts drawing, you know, the hexagram, you know, this drawing here shows you how the whole banking system works, the front and the back side of the system. I thought this was a fascinating video. I thought this was really interesting. You know, this is a kind of long one, which you definitely want to check it out, and you can see it right. You know, you guys now have the information if you haven't seen it. I'll just play a couple quick clips so you get just a taste for it.
Interested in controlling the planet Earth. However, you're very far down the food chain. So let's talk about that now.
Now, right off the bat, I mean, this woman is, you know, ice cold, but in a good way. Okay, I like her vibe. I'm getting a good vibe from her right now as I'm watching this video. Okay. But I'm not saying any of this is true, but so far liking the vibe.
coming down. What happens when we hit level 1 banking?
Now,
Why is the money
she
not
gets
getting credited?
she gets into like the stargates. She's like, okay, like, you know, she's talking about the bank system. She's talking about like, you know, some very dark stuff in this video. And then she gets into like stargates and stuff. I mean, she's like going off here. I mean, it's pretty
So
interesting.
that means in order to get $1, once you've already gotten it out of
Let's find something good here.
codes over here.
Hold
just
on.
Meeting we discussed where we talked about the spaceport having a meeting in town here not that long ago. They were requested to open this up for a time being so they could have a communication with some of the higher ups as it relates to them. Okay.
Stargate, Starnet.
Brainwave and MK Ultra technology.
Gets into MK Ultra. Okay. So we got a lot, you know, there's a lot of information being spit in this video, shot out here. And again, I cannot say that I have any inside information, or I can not verifying this as fact or truth. I'm just putting it out in the world. If you haven't seen it, it's interesting stuff. So that's another source. And then, so here's an interesting thing. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know how to use YouTube anymore, but you know, I was looking for videos for Charlie Ward on the QFS that he had on his channel. And this guy has been, you know, of course, he's talking about, oh, you know, Ripple is going to be gold backed, and he's been like, he's got that comfortable English accent. Like, you just love listening to this guy, right? He's like, oh, you know, it's going to be wonderful. We're going to have the quantum financial system. And, you know, all the spiritual people are like falling in love with the sun in the beginning. You know, it's like a big love fest for this guy right now. Wouldn't you guys agree? Now, I'm not, you know, I enjoy this guy. I like listening to him. I'm charmed by his smooth English accent, okay, and all that stuff. But, you know, he's making some big claims too. And I do get this vibe that this dude worked for some powerful people. You know, I believe that, you know, when he says, you know, he worked for some rich and powerful people. And I kind of feel like he, you know, he's like, his heart's in the right place. But then I kind of feel like he, like, you know, he maybe he doesn't, you know, he's only, you know, so high up on the food chain. You know, I don't think he's like, he definitely knows what's going on at the highest levels for sure. Okay. This guy is like, you know, the lower middle of the pyramid. Okay. Nothing against the guy. I think he's interesting. And again, this is just one man's opinion here. No, you know, so yeah. So I like listening to him though. I enjoyed this guy. I think he's interesting. I can't find those videos, but he had a really good video regarding the QFS that was up, and it said right in the beginning of the video, I swear I had it queued up, and it was like saying, you know, it was basically saying that this is Trump's plan, right? QFS Charlie Ward 3 weeks ago. All right, here we go. Is this it? It's on another channel. Yeah. So here it is. So look at the beginning of this video he put up a couple days ago. All right, there's his son. Yep. All right, here we go. Blah, 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 the Trump, it says right here, the Trump administration is committed to the quantum financial system. So he's making that's a pretty big claim. To throw that on your channel. I mean, to, you know, put the presidential seal on this. Right? And this was an interesting video too. And there's some stuff in here I've never seen anywhere else. You know, it gets into some of the technology. It uses, you know, it talks about SDRs. It talks about like gold-backed GPS coins. You know, there's a lot of information here. Distributed ledger technology. Blockchain is just a type of distributed ledger. You know, so again, we're talking about it's almost like these are competing plans, perhaps. Like some of these plans are competing. You know, there's different stuff here. Okay, so I mean, obviously, I'm sure you guys, you know, the people that are going down this path have probably seen some of this content before. You know, there's others that are popping up. You know, that people are becoming, you know, everybody's watching these people, everybody's keeping an eye on them. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this other channel, Santa Surfing. You know, again, a lot of claims being made, but you know, connecting dots. You know, dots are being connected with these kind of channels. again, talking a lot about the about new financial systems, about, well, okay, so this channel is more like Nasara Jasara, right? There's a lot of that going on, and it's like a lot of Hopium action going on, you know, which, who doesn't like a little good Hopium once in a while? I mean, we need it in this world, right? It's good. You know, she has a very, like, you know, joyful voice. You know, nothing's ever wrong in this woman's world. Like, honestly, like when I listen to her, you know, when I'm having a bad day, you know, I throw on some Santa surfing, you know, and she's just always so positive.
After 15 months, U.S. Attorney.
So hold on, this is,
John,
I got to get a premium YouTube thing here. I don't have that. So sorry about this, guys. I got the commercials in there.
This is Santa Surfing. Welcome to Beach Broadcast. Today is
She's always so happy. Always so happy. Don't you love that? So, you know, so we got her now out there. People were gravitating towards. And then we got this other dude, right? Who hasn't heard a little good freak, a little good Charlie freak, right? This guy's out there, Freak Sense, okay? This guy's out there making some enormous claims about a lot of stuff, right? Channeled information, right? It's all channeled information, which I believe that exists. I do believe in that, you know, people get channeled information, right? And this guy's been out there, and he gained a lot of popularity very quickly. And he's been on like all these like round tables with like Magenta Pixie, Laura Eisenhower. Oh, I like them. I listen to these kind of things too. Okay. This guy just like erupted onto the scene. And they have like I like stuff like this. This is very high vibe.
You said, Charlie, to give us, you know, the future that we deserve.
And they all want good. I think these people, you know, regardless of what, you know, how much truth they have, are in one way or another, like their heart's in the right place, right? And that's really what it's all about. You know, and so that, I mean, like she's made some great videos. The one that she was, I can't think of the name, but it was a month or two ago about she did like not consenting to the dark rulers. I thought that was pretty fire right there. That was good. Okay. I like her. I don't know these people, who they are exactly, but yeah. So that you know, so that's the kind of stuff. That's what's hot on the scene right now in you know, the world of super alt media. I don't know what we want to call it, but those are a few. So, you know, I'm going to take a look at the comments now. I've been just kind of just rattling off some of these people, and we'll go into a few more in a minute. CW reminds me of Corsi. Yeah, we got a lot of comments here. Okay. He admitted it on Project Camelot. Charlie Ward got banned. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on with Charlie Ward right now. He's certainly been put, you know, these guys have been working like overtime. Like I'm amazed, because I'll wake up in the morning or whatever, throw on the YouTube, and like they'll have 3 videos on a day, you know, so they're really pumping it. They're really pumping it out there. Project Camelot puts out more legit info than disinfo. Okay. Project Camelot. Let's go there for just a moment, because, okay, this is a channel that, I mean, this, again, you know, Carrie Cassidy, I feel like she's not super opinionated, you know, but she does lead, she kind of leads some of the interviews a little bit. You know, she definitely inserts information into other people's interviews. Again, I think her heart's in the right place. I think these people are all doing good, for overwhelmingly positive. Now RDS, this dude. Okay, so let's talk about RDS. What do you think about RDS? Okay, RDS is out. Robert David Steele, he's really out there. I mean, what I mean out there is like, he's active on the scene too, right? He's another dude. You know, they say once CIA, always CIA, right? Well, what do you think? Is this guy, he's a white hat? Is he truly a white hat? Yeah, I think he's probably a white hat. I think his heart's in the right place. You know, he's been doing a lot of stuff. You know, now this guy, here was something interesting, guys, and I did mention this in a video before. Robert David Steele is like 80% that JFK Jr. is going to come back, and he's saying October 17th. Okay. So I mean, again, I think that's a pretty big claim to make right now. That's some, you know, that's big, guys. That's a big revelation that he's on board with that, because I mean, I was hearing that stuff for a long time. I certainly have been very slow to be able to believe that. I mean, I see what's going on. I see there's a lot of things that don't add up with the way that he went down. And I talked to a guy that just a couple weeks ago in person that actually talked to a woman that was involved in the actual crash of JFK Jr.'s plane and was in contact with the plane, and she thought it was real. You know, so I've heard stuff like that from people like firsthand or second, you know, people that have talked to other people that had a story like that about JFK Jr. I don't know. I mean, I want to believe it's true, but you know, so here's another one that, since you got me thinking about that, or I got myself thinking about that, you got this Sava, okay? Again, making a lot of predictions and prophecies, you know, making big claims about stuff, right? And she's definitely ruffling some feathers. I will say that. Some information will get you whacked, Casper. Yeah, Charlie Fleek loves to talk for hours. Yeah, he does love to talk, man. Like, you know, I'm trying to make my videos short and sweet, and just like throw a lot at you. I mean, if you want to go and check out some of this stuff, you know, you got like 8 or 9 new channels if you're new here. But yeah, he does, like, some of these people just hours and hours. Like, you know, sometimes you want to hear like a 3-hour thing, you know, you want to just let it go, but other times you want it to kind of get to the point, right? JFK Jr. is dead. Well, that's the consensus right now in the world, right? Who knows? I don't know. There's this, you know, I guess the point of this video is look at all this information that's out there, what people are saying. It really is, you know, it really is an interesting time, if nothing else. So guys, I got something now. I'm going to go in a little bit different direction here. I'm going to lighten it up a little bit. This is not advertised. And I want to thank whoever gave me this link to this person, because this really piqued my interest here. So we're going to go in a little bit different direction now. We're going to get into the pyramids and the orgone fields for a minute. Hope I don't lose too many of you, but yeah, so I'm going to tell you guys some really interesting stuff right now. What I've come across here. So I came across this woman's channel, Mary Hardy, from Allegheny, Michigan. Somebody left this in the comments and they said you love this when I made the video, the Florida video a couple of days ago, the stuff about McDill, the quick little video. And I went and checked this out. And I was intrigued by it, you know, and so this person built, you know, when she was younger, back in the 70s and 80s, her and her family built some pyramids, you know, went to Egypt, or they built a pyramid in their backyard. They've studied the orgone energy pyramid. They tie this stuff into Tesla. She talks a lot about Tesla in here, and like Victor Schomburger, I believe it is, and you know, crop circles and how they interact with Stonehenge and the Earth's energy fields, vortices, you know, just a lot of cool topics. And I mean, again, makes gigantic claims. Like, she says that, you know, talks about like the purpose of the Great Pyramid, how the Earth was split by, you know, there's pyramids on the North Pole and the South Pole. So, you know, it speaks as if it's fact about a lot of these things. And, but, you know, it was interesting, like talked about the way the pyramid operates, the Great Pyramids, you know, the Giza Plateau, all types of stuff about Earth's energy grids. So I don't want to spoil this whole video. There's a lot of information here. It moves very surprisingly fast. I mean, she goes off on some of these topics. I mean, it's a very interesting video. Mary Hardy, so a little bit in ways, I mean, less intense and more intense than what we've just been discussing, the political side and the, you know, the monetary system changing and all that. But she talks a lot about energy and about how, you know, consciousness and, you know, and resonance and, you know, things with it's just a lot of cool stuff here. So I'm definitely supporting this woman's work, and as far as again, not stating any, I'm not saying anything she's saying is fact. I can't confirm anything, but she's just an interesting lady. And so they do this meditation every week. So I guess, and they call it the Holy Grail Vortex. And she says that it was taught to her from the Knights Templars. Like, she had a meeting with them in France. They taught her about this. And she actually does some decent graphics here of it working, and about how this, you know. So again, I'm kind of tying it all together here. You know, if you go back to this video here, that, I don't know if I still have it up here, but the Kim Goguen video, she really got into some stuff on that about energy fields and MK Ultra and, like, you know, negative energy harvesting and stuff like that, and which was in ways in tune with some of the stuff that Mary was saying, and so a lot of interesting research going on right now in this field. I feel like it's a really interesting time. We're definitely in the age of information with all this stuff. So very, at the end of the day, YouTube is censored a lot, but there's still a lot of good content and people creating good content and interesting, thought-provoking content. And those are a few good ones. Dumbs. Oh, dude, you got, okay. Love it. Dumbs. Let's change it. Let's change the topic. TR3B, you do a great job with encouraging dialogue. Yeah, I try to keep it interesting, man. I'm glad some, you guys are listening. I got 30 people here, so appreciate you hanging out with me for a while, and I hope I brought something to the table. So guys, another channel that I'm just gonna go hit this real quick because I think a lot of people already know about this here. This is a pretty amazing group. People that were on the same path, so we already know a lot of these things. But for the new people joining us, Blessed to Teach. Is this the right one? Yeah. So Gene Decode, and he was just on Charlie Ward, that's his nickname or his code name, or whatever. So people were saying like, oh, it's not going on, like nothing's happening. Okay, I think a lot of the war is going on under the surface of the planet and in space with TR3Bs, right, and all that fun stuff. And in time, who the hell knows? I mean, there's probably, they're using time travel and stuff like that. So what do we really see here? It's like, when two sharks are fighting in the water, the shark, you just see like a fin pop up. You don't know what the hell's going on under there. That's the situation on Earth right now. We are the goldfish, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we're kind of like goldfish that are just starting to be able to see outside of the goldfish bowl. All right, so
welcome to the Blessed Teach Show.
And this guy really, he really sums it up. Like, I mean, Gene Decode, this dude, like, what I like about this guy is he kind of helps you understand the vastness of and how much is hidden. Like, we got to remember, 99.99999% of all the things we could ever see in this galaxy, we've never seen. So like, just remember how, even if you think you know everything you've ever read, if you had all the information that was on Earth, you'd have less than a fraction of 1% of the information and the possibilities and all those things. So being that our society and our civilization has been completely cut off from the information about deep, the underground civilizations that I feel exist. I am going to say that I feel like there are underground advanced civilizations that have little or no interaction with Earth, and good and positive or good and bad, evil and benevolent, right? We've talked about that on this channel before. Some of the places you can go and find information about, positive groups, like, for example, the Telos. A lot of people are cyclically connected with Mount Shasta and the Telos civilization that's supposedly the continuation of the Lemurian civilization. So there's good stuff, but I'm hearing a lot of negative. There's a lot of negative bases in the U.S. and on Earth.
Society, they do renegade civilian ops for those that serve. And where do they get the money for all this? Really simple. All this human trafficking and drugs all over the world, all of these monies they take and are income tax.
So this dude has made it his life's work. I mean, it seems like that's what it is. Gene Decode of he has like the most amazing PDF of all time of all the DUMs and the, you know, the size of them and how, you know, who's got control. But think of it like, you know, it's like there's a game of war going on underneath our feet, and it's been going on, and 99% of the people in the world don't realize it, like the vastness of it, and or higher, you know, like very few people understand. And then at the same time, there's a war going on in space, and that war in space involves different groups. Some are Earth groups and others are not Earth groups, and they're fighting together, you know, and then there's dimensions beyond that where the war is going on too. And so our perspective has, up until very recently, been limited almost entirely to the surface level of the Earth, right? We only are looking at the surface level, and then there's this much greater war that's going on in both physical and non-physical realms, right? Something of that nature. That's my kind of like my worldview. So it's and unfortunately, for people like you and me, just average everyday citizens of Earth, of surface plebs, I like to call us, we have little access to their world, and they have full access to ours. We're completely exploited. You know, this conversation is being recorded probably hundreds of times right now, right? So we are the Goldfish. Oh, Goldfish Report. That's a cool channel too. I like Louisa, nice lady. Goldfish Report. That's another good one. So yeah, so you know that's kind of the way I'm looking at it, and there's a lot going on. I do feel like we are headed to brighter days. There's better days ahead. I do think we have to get through this election right now. We gotta continue to push forward, continue to hold the light in what can seem to be dark times, right? It's demoral. There is a full blown like never before war going on for your mind, a demoralization effort to demoralize you, to minimize you, to, you know, make you stop breathing air, to make you stop eating food. You know, they just want you to they're making you feel like they want you to die, right? That's kind of the feeling, that the vibe, the climate, right? I don't think in any time in my lifetime has the climate in this country been worse. You know, and it's not because of us. It's not because of you and me. Okay, it's because we have a very big challenges with our leadership and the steering of this planet right now. The way that this planet is being handled, is being managed at the higher levels, maybe even above world leaders, above what we consider to be world leaders. There's a much higher level of bureaucracy, and it's kind of like we are being driven down a hill on a broken cart, and with no steering, and just going down a hill and just being led to our demise by sick people, you know, and these people have our power infrastructure much different than, you know, the one that we understand or we believe in. You know, there's an artist I'm going to show you if you haven't seen this guy before, and Neil Hague, and this is the guy that actually David Icke introduced me to, and I think he does a good job of illustrating what's going on in some of these paintings. Let me try to find the ones that are really good. So, like, you know, this is a good way to look at it. I mean, again, this is just one man's opinion here. That's not actually what I was looking for, but there's a better one. The one I was looking for was by Neil Hague. This is interesting stuff, but let me try to find that. Let's try that again. Okay, so this one right here, did I click the wrong thing? What did I do? Okay. So again, you've got this half reptile, half human being right here that is puppeting the world leaders around while using, like, you know, energetic beams and like way better technology, you know, stuff like this, you know. So Neil Hague really does capture the essence of the system here. I feel like he does. You know, so that was a cool find on. I noticed in one of my earlier days when I was just getting started listening to David Icke. You know, this one's got the reptile being behind here. So interesting stuff. There are parallel governments. There is an underground UN. Probably. My dreams have been amazing the last few days. Mine too. Good. You know what? Dreams, have you guys astral project? Do you guys ever like mess with, try to go out of body or anything like that? Or do lucid? Okay. Yeah, I probably drink too much coffee and consume too much cannabis to get that to work properly right now, which, you know, I guess that's a lifestyle decision I made. But when I'm clear, I do a lot more with my pineal gland. So I'm gonna wrap it up in a few minutes. You know, if there's anybody in the audience that's here with us today, anybody wants to throw out a couple more comments, you know, maybe have a little topic here. I got a few minutes left to do that. If, you know, if anybody wants to throw something out that we didn't discuss, please throw some things at me. I'll give you my, you know, my elevator understanding of, and, you know, maybe show you, go to another YouTube channel or two, talk about it, have a chat. Yeah, so that, you know, I feel like this was a good little, you know, cover. Now, I was going to go back to that Kim Goguen video for a minute. Let's see here, Mana World Holding Trust. What do you guys think about this? Kim Possible, Anna von Reitz. Now, a lot of people have been calling her out, you know, like, oh, she's this, she's that. I don't know. No idea. I'm not up to speed. Oh, Thomas Williams, that's the guy. So this is the first place I heard about that. Thomas Williams, that guy's always talking about it. He's got a snooty kind of an attitude. Like he's like, can be snooty. Who is Kimberly Goguen? Part 4. The Truth, Honor, and Integrity with Kim of Mana World Holding Trusts. What do you think of clones? Yeah, well, okay, that's a great question. So I'll tell you who's been doing some good work on cloning, on clone reveal. It's actually not Zeta Talk, but I always, like, this is where I started to really believe cloning could be real. I read Zeta Talk. Okay, I'm just gonna be flat out with you. I like this stuff. Okay, I enjoy this. I love every newsletter Nancy writes, I read. Okay, not gonna lie. Now, whenever she puts up those side-by-sides of like people getting switched out, I think they come from the Dark Judge. I don't know exactly the source. I don't think she compiles all the information herself, but yeah. So she's always quoting this dude, who I think is pretty interesting. So yeah, you know, cloning, I think it exists. They've admitted, it's been admitted in many ways. Donald Marshall, that's a dude that kind of blew my mind. When I listened to Donald Marshall talk about his cloning experience and all that, you know, there's another one, you know, another thing to throw out there for, or just kind of freestyling here. And again, I'm not saying this guy's fact or anything like that, but I mean, he's got an interesting story. You know, 6 days ago, what?
Passed them off as aliens to me too, and I was like, yeah, probably just a misplaced thing you guys have here. Like,
Wow.
you,
New Donald Marshall interview, MK Ultra clones. I mean, this guy, okay, want to talk about somebody that made some claims? I mean, you know, he talks about, if you listen to the Donald Marshall interview, he talks about like, you know, the Queen of England is like, you know, underground in this facility, like, you know, raping everybody. And it's just like this, like Sodom and Gomorrah is just a giant city that all these people go to. And like, they make Katy Perry clones and rape all of them. And like, and then he was this incredible, he wrote all these amazing songs that, you know, like Nirvana songs and stuff like that. I mean, it's a lot. Okay. It's quite a bit of stuff coming at you very fast. If you listen to this guy. So again, I've been there. I've looked at it. You know, I'm not discounting it. I'm not like endorsing it. You know, I'm just I'm definitely aware of this content.
and yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sick to my stomach.
Yeah, that's how I feel a lot when I listen to that. Okay, but it's fun to talk about sometimes. I came late, wanted to hear about all the info on here. Yeah, dude, Sandra, this is going to be a great rewatch because there's a lot. We went over a lot of cool stuff. Like we just, you know, we're just like a bunch of, you know, free-spirited thinkers in here, and we're just gaining knowledge together. It's great. Are you aware of Lisa Renee? Yes, I like that stuff. I'm a big metaphysical fan. Yes, Anna von Reitz is the most legit of anyone I've ever researched. Could be. You know, I have nothing against Anna von Reitz. I'm just, you know, I've heard a lot of people have attacked her from, you know, many different angles, which, gosh, you know, it's so hard to know these days with all this conflicting information, right? I think he already captured the whole system for the good. Now it's up to us to join the correct structure. Yeah, maybe. Anna von Reitz just released a statement last week on her site about Russell J. Gould, and he doesn't pass the smell test. She tried to fly him in to talk, and he bailed. Interesting. Well, good guys. This was a great little. I think this was fun. I had a really good time. I hope you guys had a good time. We'll do this again. You know, we'll definitely rewatch, share this. This is a great video to throw at people and say, hey, here's some good topics to review. You know, some place, you know, kind of get a lot of different perspectives in there. So yeah, I think this was a lot of fun, and you know, I learn things when I do these videos. It's great. It's a really cool experience. And you know, we'll definitely, you know, look forward to getting together again. We're going to do some exciting stuff. I'm going to try to go live. I don't want to say anything yet, but I'm going to be making an appearance at an interesting place on Sunday, and I'll try to go live from there and show you what it is. And I think a lot of people will enjoy it. So I'm going to try to do that. Everybody have a wonderful evening, love and light, and let's all work together and go towards the most positive timeline. And I think that's, you know, the purpose of this video today. Again, I don't know if what all these people are saying is 100% true or 100% false, but I feel like for the most part, these kind of thoughts and these kind of discussions get us going in the right direction, right? And we're always talking about these divisive topics and about, you know, the us versus them. And a lot of these kind of discussions that we have here are like, you know, look at guys, we're only, all of us together, the people that are fighting, you know, this group versus that group, we have like 1% of the wealth and we're fighting over it. And there's, you know, infinite amounts, you know, abundance has to be manufactured. It's unnatural to have abundance. You know, this is an abundant planet. So that has to be abundant. I should say not abundance, but shortages have to be, you know, have to be manufactured. Shortages of things are not natural. To lack is unnatural. And so I think we can go to a better system. You know, I'm a capitalist. You know, I work in the world. I'm not for anarchy, but I do think, you know, without being a communist, without being any kind of ist or ism, I just think that we could have a better system. You know, and so I'm researching that. I hope some of this is interesting to you guys, and I really love spending time in this group. So I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.